So I'm going to talk about the other thing I've learned this year at the grand old age of 63. I told you the last one, which is create nothing, own. Start owning assets. Very important. Own assets. Whether it's royalties, whether it's copyright, dividends from shares, rental, yield from buy to let. Just own assets. And if you haven't got enough to own assets, that's what your savings are for. The sooner you own them, the quicker you become free. Anyway, the next thing what I learned this year, a good friend of mine from my army days passed away. Passed away, I think, in late May. I only got wind of it in June. He lived the complete opposite side of the country. And when we found out about it, I travelled all the way down there. I think it's about 300 odd miles or 350 miles. He's in Cornwall. I'm in London. Yeah. Now, he's an old army mate. And we done a tour in the Falklands, Central America. We're airborne. Great laugh. I only met him a couple of times when we left the army. And I left army in, can you believe, 1987. I think the last time I saw him, I think I was still at uni. Let's say it was early 90s. Went up north to see him. Had a great laugh. Okay. So then I heard that he passed away. And I travelled down there. I travelled all the way down to Cornwall. When I got to Cornwall, there were other guys from the regiment present. And some of the guys from my old troop, P Troop, were saying, oh, there should be a lot more of us here from P Troop. And they're a little bit upset that there wasn't a bigger turnout. But it was relatively short notice, the funeral. And overall, there were 7 of us from the regiment. Okay, no problem. So we attended the funeral. Then it suddenly occurred to me, and this is it. I'm sorry, this is a bit long, but it really occurred to me, right? That it's over 30 years that I've known that guy, and over 30 years since I've seen that guy, and yet there were 7 people from his old regiment present there, honouring that guy. And between then and now, there were virtually no one from his workplaces. Yeah? No one from his workplaces. You know? Yeah? I was so shocked. So shocked. The idea that you spend your time with people who, as the Sinner Smiths, who couldn't really care about you. Yeah, they don't care about you. They're not interested. Everyone's going about on their little precious little lives. And if they could open up a little bit more, be a little bit more reaching, okay, life would be a lot more enriched. But the fact of the matter is that when I was at that funeral, okay, there were 7 guys who knew my friend over 30, coming on 40 years ago, who felt that they needed to be present. And I know there was a lot more who wanted to attend, but for whatever reason they couldn't attend, but they would have attended. But I realised that most funerals aren't greatly attended by work colleagues. Please let that sink in. Look to the left, look to the right, and ask yourselves, are these the people really who have value to you? Are you giving value to these people? Because you're spending a bloody great deal of the limited time of your life with these people. If they can't even value you to attend your funeral, then what the heck? Yeah? What the heck? All this social meeting and trying to get in and decorum, etc. Yeah? What is the point of it? Yeah? You got to live your life. You got to live your life now. And the people who are in your life, you either embrace them or you reject them. Yeah? Mag to grid, get rid. Yeah? There's a lot of people in your life you don't need to be in your life. And a lot of people who you give a lot of value to who don't deserve that value. At all. At all. That's it. Mag the grid, get rid or embrace. But remember, when your funeral comes, who's going to attend? Because those who attend are the ones who were really close to you.